Your brain decided if you were trustworthy, smart, and kind within the first tenth of a second of seeing someone's face. And here's the wild part. It wasn't based on anything they said or did. It was based on one single trait, one impression. And from that one thing, your brain filled in everything else. This is happening to you right now. People are looking at you and making judgments about your intelligence, your personality, your competence, and they don't even realize they're doing it. And you're doing the exact same thing to them. It's called the halo effect. And once you understand how it works, you'll never see people or yourself the same way again. So here's the basic idea. When we have one strong, positive impression of someone, say they're physically attractive or they seem really confident, our brain automatically assumes they must also be smart, honest, kind, and capable. It's like a halo. One good thing makes everything else around them glow. The term was coined by a psychologist named Edward Thorndike back in 1920. He was studying how military officers rated their soldiers, and he found something strange. If an officer thought a soldier was physically impressive, tall, good-looking, athletic, they also rated that same soldier higher on intelligence, leadership, and loyalty. No extra information, just looks. And suddenly the guy became more trustworthy, more capable, more everything. The brain took one shortcut and built an entire person around it. Now here's where it gets personal. Studies have found that attractive people earn an average of 10 to 15% more over their careers than people rated as less attractive. Same qualifications, same experience, same work, different pay. In one experiment, researchers sent out identical resumes with photos attached, some with conventionally attractive faces, some with average-looking ones. The attractive applicants were called back significantly more often. Same resume, same words, different face. It happens in school too. Teachers who rated students as physically attractive also rated their work as higher quality, even when the assignments were identical. And this isn't just shallow stuff. It happens in courtrooms. Studies show that attractive defendants receive shorter sentences for the same crimes. Juries literally perceive them as less likely to be guilty. The halo is so powerful, it's affecting justice. Think about the last person you met who seemed instantly likable. Maybe they were charismatic or just warm and friendly. Did you assume they were probably a good person in other ways too? Smart, reliable, honest? That's the halo at work. And the scary flip side is the horn effect, the exact opposite. One negative trait, and your brain paints everything else dark. Someone annoys you in the first 5 minutes, and suddenly everything they say sounds wrong. Even if they make a valid point, you discount it. We do this constantly in dating. There's research showing that people who are physically attracted to someone rate them as funnier, smarter, and more interesting, even before the conversation really starts. You're not just judging the date. You're judging a character your brain invented. So can you actually fight it? Here's the good news. Knowing about the halo effect is genuinely useful. When you're interviewing someone, evaluating a coworker, or even judging a new person you've just met, slow down. Ask yourself, what do I actually know about this person? What have I actually seen them do? Or am I just projecting? Researchers call this structured evaluation. Rating specific, defined criteria separately, rather than giving one holistic judgment. Companies that use structured interviews consistently hire better people because they force evaluators to look at evidence, not impressions. And here's one more thing worth sitting with. Someone out there has formed a halo or a horn around you. The question is, what did you give them to work with in that first impression? Now that you know about the halo effect, you're not just going to see it in other people. You're going to catch it in yourself. You'll notice the moment you decide someone is good before you have a reason to. You'll catch yourself dismissing someone because of one bad first impression. That's not a small thing. Most people go their whole lives never questioning why they like or distrust certain people. You don't have to be that person anymore. Drop a comment with the most unfair halo effect moment you've ever experienced. At work, in dating, anywhere. I want to read every single one.